Hello guys, Pixel of 21 here, and today, as part of my mod spotlight on the CK2 Wizarding World mod, we'll be playing as Salazar Slytherin. And the country we're playing as is the Slytherin Dungeon, which is the kind of like the school for Slytherin in the mod for Wizarding World. So let's get right into it then. Just gonna put that on speed 3. So first off, we're gonna have to sort out some things. Looking at Slytherin's character, he's definitely a snake, so I'm gonna go with intrigue. My ambition, for my ambition, I want to be a pureblood marriage. Let's carry on that pureblood that Slytherin loves so much. On my council, let's get councilors. Okay. So since this isn't really a serious playthrough, just trying to show off some of the effects of the mod, I'm gonna be using the console to make it easier for me to show off the things. So let's just get this. Now we need a holy man, a steward, diplomat, intriguer, debutant, and yeah, that should be it. So as a counselor, we're gonna get this guy, marshal, steward, spy master, and the holy man. Did I not get one? Employment, holy man. There we go. So in order to make sure that the characters aren't called, they all have the mudblood status, because otherwise if you're a wizard but like you don't have the stuff but you have the culture, your character will be called. So that's why it's always good to get your counselors from there. So it's kind of some minor titles just before we start. We got Draconia and Victor on the stage. Yeah, so let's get right into it then. We can play. So first thing we're gonna want to do is take a look at the spells. When I played as my custom character, there weren't really any spells that I could do because he never went to Hogwarts, never got an education. But here we can look at them. We have Expecto Patronum to get a Patronus. We already have a Patronus though. A Patronus is the snake one. Expelliarmus, Incendio, Lunus, Periculum, the red sparks. Okay. Protego, Stupefy, Avada Kedavra. We have Avada Kedavra, we have Crucio, Expulso, Imperio as Imperious Curse, and many of the curses that we know and love from the game. But in order to use Avada Kedavra, we must have requirements of magic level 10, but currently we only have magic level 8. If we want to get magic level 10, we're gonna have to quest to increase our magical level. So this would be a great way to show off the different quests that we have. But first off, let's get married. Who do we have? We have Rowena, Helga, Joanne, Gryffindor. I think we're going to go for one of the Gaunts, and she's a master of the dark arts as well, so that'll be perfect. So let's just pick her. Yes, and since she has a magic level of 4, it's not too bad, but it's not too great either. So our kids should have a decent magical level as well. So let's just wait for that to go through. Thank you. Yes, everyone concerned. And our ambition. Now we're gonna have the ambition of want to become the head of Hogwarts. Definitely, I feel like Salazar would not have liked to have Godric because he did not agree with Godric stuff. But first off, we're gonna have to increase our magical level so that we can finally get to use the Avada Kedavra. So first things first, let's go to the quest journal and let's go to the quest of pursuing knowledge. So you wish to seek out the secrets of the earth. Let's go by ourselves. I don't feel like Slytherin would have been someone who really enjoyed company. So yeah, she's my regent. Let's go south. So in the meantime, while that's loading, let's take a look around. Last time I don't really think I showed off the different houses that I've added too well. If you come up here, we have the giants. So of Hosvik. Oh, I think I picked the wrong one. Oh, looks like the giant isn't there this time. Must have been changed. Maybe it was randomly generated. But I do remember that back time there was a giant somewhere around here. Oh, High Chief Agdar. Okay, so the giant is over here. We have him over here. Agdar Broadwalk, he's a giant. If we come down to Greece, we have I believe the centaurs. Yes, the centaurs of Naxos. So Taurus is a centaur of Naxos. Head of House Salazar has been bestowed the title head of Slytherin House. Well, I guess I am meant to be the head of Slytherin House. Let's see if there are any other creatures that we can find. I know that the villa have been put in. So if you just search for a villa, it should show up. Villa. Oh, I guess not then. Oh, okay. Maybe as the game goes on, as the patches check mark, that they will be eventually put in. But I remember a while back while I was checking out the Durmstrang Institute in the court, they actually had a villa there. Head of house that should be better spy master than Draconis. Well, definitely. As a master of the dark arts, I do believe that she will be very good as the spy master. So you know what? Let's give her. She could be the new spy master. But I'm gonna check Books Baton instead. It might have been Books Baton that I saw. I just thought it'd be. Let's quickly ignore that for a while, just so I can quickly check in Books Baton if that's where the villa was. Okay. So maybe we'll check back later on when the game has been updated a little. Then we'll see whether the villa has been spawned in. You know what? I think we're definitely gonna join the ritual. So the beast in the pit. You walk up to the pagan circle, following the chants and actions of those around you. As life leaves the child, the ground begins to shake and crack. Then a spectral shape emerges from the earth's open crevice. You've never felt so powerful. Well, surrender myself to the beast, and wow, we have been possessed. Well, my magical level has been increased, and I have been okay. I guess we still need one more level before we can finally use Avadra Kevadra. So, but we don't have the option up to us anymore. So let's go for our sons carrying on the bloodline in case anything happens while I am still doing this. Now it's gonna be a while before we can go on a quest again. Let me just check how long. Yeah, gonna be until we've lost this recently on a quest. Let's just load it in so we can see that while we wait for it to pop back up. So I know that there's a glitch. I guess it's a glitch, even though it's not really glitchy. But I just always find it funny how the shackle boats, because they have the wizarding culture and stuff, the other kings of Egypt are normally like called immediately they come through. As you can see, he's the shaman thing, but he's a muggle with the shaman culture, so he'll be called, and he always ends up inheriting this. So like there you see, so and everything, yeah. And his heir is also House Shafiq, House Shacklebolt. I've not really been able to find many other wizarding families aside from the ones that are here and the other ones in Europe. Like if you come down here, I believe the Malfoys are somewhere in this area. The Malfoys, yes, in Evero. We have Count Abraxas of Malfoy. They have the Malfoy family wand. So there's some special ones in the game that not everyone has. Let's see if we can see how many have been put in. If we check here for family wand, the Slytherin family wand, Agnax's family wand. Let's just check the ones in general. Let's go. There's the Gryffindor. He has Godric Gryffindor's sword, and the Volcano. She doesn't have any special thing, but if you scroll down, there's stuff like circlets and other thing. It's not only ones that people have; they also have some other kind of stuff. If you look at the other founders of the school, they also have their special traits. So if I come over here in up here, have vassals. Hufflepuff has Hufflepuff's cup. Joanne Rowling, I don't think she has anything special because she's not really canon. Rowena Ravenclaw has the circlet of her house, Ravenclaw's diadem. And I've already showed you Godric Gryffindor's sword. And then if you go down here, over here to Nimue, she has the cup of eternal life, which makes her like really old when she's ready. And then her mother has the Rowan staff. So these are all things from the Merlin mod. I do believe the Merlin side of the mod. And then if you go over to Avalon, the Lady of the Lake, she already gave Author of Camelot. If you go to Author down here, he has Excalibur. So I think there are also some specials. If you go down here to Exeter, no, it's not Exeter, Sarum, they also have the Sword of Sarum, I guess. I just found that pretty cool when I was looking around and seeing all this stuff, the amounts of detail that went into the mod. So alright, when can we go on the next quest? 26th of May 1991. So that will be in exactly 1 year. So while we're doing that, let's see if we can start plotting, if we can plot to fabricate a claim. Okay, looks like we can fabricate a claim and get that, but we should be able to, if I can come over here, ask my counselor to fabricate a claim on the county. Maybe if I overthrow the county, I can also create the title. To usurp, yeah, can resolve rule of another religion. So so we'll just wait for it to go through. So yeah, I find that Merlin always comes, and Merlin is always in House Slytherin. I find it funny. So even though he's in my house, he goes to the main court of Hogwarts. Every character, even after they left Hogwarts, they kept their house and their school so that we know where they came from, who they were, and everything. And Merlin's dad, I do believe that when he dies, his son inherits the Dragon Lord. So the Dragon Lord is an inherited trait. So let's carry on. King Pellas the Fisher King. Yes, this always happens. There's always a holy war that is declared by either this guy or some other guy. And this county, the Pellas the Fisher King, he always gets kicked out, and not everyone gets to get the golden trident before. If I was a normal character, I'll be able to quest to get the golden trident. And then over here, she normally gets kicked out over here, and then you just find that they scatter around to the different counties and countries in Europe. So in her country, is actually a druid, and like that's the culture of her people. They are druids. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is a little strange. That's why it had that. Okay, if we go up, let's find someone. But I do know that there are druids in the game. Let's see if we can do it over here. Druid. Okay, maybe it's not being put in yet, because like some stuff don't spawn until the game has been carrying on for a while before they finally begin to spawn in. So that might be why we're not seeing this. But you know what, before we do that, let's practice some of our spells on the other people. Let's get like a house elf. If we come down to Diagon Alley, we should be able to buy a house elf. So no employment. Diagon Alley. House elf placement agency. Let's get a male house elf that we can experiment on. So yeah, let's cast some spells on him. So we can cast Protego to protect him. I don't really think we're going to protect him. Can cast Crucio, Imperio, Ocularis, and everything. I think we're going to cast Polus. I find Polus is a pretty funny jinx to cast, but I can't cast it on him because it won't really show exactly. But if I could cast it on someone else, you know what, Uther hates magic. Let's cast some magic on him. So if we come over here, cast Polus on him, eventually he's gonna turn into a chicken. Maybe not eventually, but after a month it should turn into a chicken. And I did that to myself a while back without knowing what it did, and it was quite annoying to do that. I can't believe me, I was very annoyed. So there we go, Uther has been turned into a chicken because of the Polus curse that we casted on him. Now his wife is gonna hate him because of this. He's gonna lose like all his traits and everything. That's pretty funny. So we can't cast another spell until this time next year. So but very soon we'll be able to get to our next level of magic, and we'll then be able to cast the spell on Godric Gryffindor in order to like get the king of Hogwarts, in order to be made king of Hogwarts. And it's an elective title, so let's see if we can vote for who we want. Oh, it looks like we don't have voting rights. That is pretty annoying not to have voting rights. I guess we're not de jure. Let's check. Yeah, we are de jure, so we should be able to have voting rights, but we don't. That's pretty annoying. Okay then. So Slytherin dungeon. This is the Barry. So we have the Chamber of Secrets. We have the Slytherin dungeon. Over here we have the city of Hogsmeade. We have the Ravenclaw Tower. We have Hufflepuff Basement. We have Gryffindor Tower, and then the main Hogwarts school we just have Hogwarts Castle. These are all flavor buildings that I've added in order to like make us stronger and increase our fighting power and everything, because we're really just the one character. So it gives us more gold, prestige, fort level, all these kind of things that I just find that a very nice touch that the mod makers have added to the house. Okay, when you give the title, Merlin Emmons is a prefect. Okay, so let's see. I know that if we play as Uther can crown people into the round table of the round knights. But let's see if we have any custom titles that we can bestow onto people. Oh, it looks like we don't. That is pretty annoying. But it's okay, I guess it's okay. Like, Maker can add everything. So we should be able to go quest for new magic now. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect timing. Our wife is pregnant. We can go on a new quest. I think this time we're gonna stop the ritual just so we can show what the dueling is like. So if I go back here, if I say quest journal, this time we're gonna stop the ritual so we can see what fighting with spells is like. So this time I'm gonna go east. Let's just wait for it to actualize while we're trying to go east. And I think that when we're ready, we're gonna cast Evadra Kevadra on Godric Gryffindor. Maybe if he killed, it will like spawn some kind of event that will allow us to. Oh yeah, this always happens. He always gets jihad declared on him because like he's down in Egypt, it's different culture, different religion, because of him being spawned as that kind of character. So we're ready. And over here we actually have parcel mouth, and that's like an inherited trait. If I can just find it, aside from the blood of Slytherin, it's somewhere there. There we go. Parcel mouth, the ability to speak to. For very few people actually have the ability of parcel mouth. So yeah, so let's go. Let's wait for the quest to actualize. It looks like we've been offered a spot on a position as commander. There we go. Now I think we're gonna definitely stop the ritual this time, even though we're chivalrous, so we have to actually show you the fight system. We can cast Polus, turn him into a chicken. We can cast Imperial Claws. We can cast Crucio, Expulso. You know what? It's gonna be cruel if you cast Crucio, but I feel like we're definitely that type of character. So yeah, there we go. Druids. Those are where the druids are located. So let's cast Crucio on them with Agony, Pain. Now he's under my control. The Pagan Creeps is ground. MS Pain wasn't already. He's now like under my control with like the red eyes and everything. The Crucio cost is shown. There we go. Fire and smoke. In the distance, you see smoke in the sky. As get closer, the young girl screams. Our home is aflame, and with it, her mother. She runs for the house, but you hold her back as she cries out. You know what? Let's attempt to rescue. It's quite a brave thing to do. So, entering the house, you call out to the mother, but unable to hear a reply, you climb up the stairs and call again. Help! You hear a cry from the bedroom and run to find the woman pinned to the floor by a support beam. On the nightstand, you see a book open. Unmistakably a book of magic. You know what? I want that book. I want that book. I feel like it's the right thing to do to get that book. Success. Let's see what spell we got. And now we are level 10 of magic. So once December comes around, we can cast Evadra Kevadra on Godric Gryffindor, and that would be pretty nice thing to do. Maybe not nice, but just fun. It would be fun to cast a spell. I think this is what we got. And Etokuleatia, and that is an antler hex spell. That is a spell that causes the victim to grow. You know what? I won't mind antlers. I feel like it would be pretty cool if we had antlers. So, but sadly, I can't cast that on myself because we have to cast Avada Kedavra on Godric Gryffindor. But you know what? Maybe in my next playthrough, I will try and cast that on myself. Home at last. Running to your head of house, and the video has ended. So here we go. December has come around, and let's kill Godric Gryffindor. Come over here, cast spell, Avada Kedavra. There we go. Cast the killing curse. So you know we're gonna lose 50 piety, but I don't really mind. I thought that's the right thing to do. And there we go. Godric Gryffindor is now dead. He died from magic on December 39, 1991. And who took over? What? Headmaster? What? No, this is definitely not what I wanted to happen. Definitely not what I wanted to happen. I wanted to take over for myself. But you know, it doesn't always turn out as we expected. So I think I'm gonna end it here. We've shown off some more features now. We've shown you how the spells work. Maybe next time I'll show how the potions work. In my next thing, I'll play as a Ravenna Ravenclaw. Let's show off how we do the spells in this mod. Thank you for watching. You know, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and see you next time.